Hello everyone! Welcome po sa Conservative PH Vibe, where every topic is relatable and the discussions are easily to digest. For today's episode, tatalakayin po natin, ang komento ng isa sa sabihin nating nagtatanggol. Nagtatanggol kay not only kay Sara Duterte, pero sa usapin ng kay Digongyo. Ito ay isang former Associate Justice ng Supreme Court ni si former Associate Justice Ascuna.
Okay, but what does this mean in terms of the balance? We're led to believe, of course, and we know it, the executive, the legislative, and the judicial are co-equal branches of government. Not one is higher than the other. Yes, with all matters, constitutionally, the Supreme Court is the final arbiter. But what do you make it when the Supreme Court comes out with a decision and experts say, like yourselves, that the Supreme Court has added, certain qualifications and thoughts, the impeachment or how to impeach in a way that's beyond what's in the Constitution?
The court added what's beyond, the Constitution. And this only shows na mayroon po tayong problema, sa usaping ito. And let's hear what the former Associate Justice Ascuna said about this predicament.
The power of judicial review, which the Supreme Court has, and in fact has been expanded to include grave abuse on any part of any institution or agency of government, is part of the balancing of the Constitution. And that doesn't mean that the Supreme Court is above the other co-equal bodies. What it means is the Constitution is above them all. And the Supreme Court...
The Constitution is above the law. That is clear. And makinig po tayo sa paliwanag ng, former Associate Justice ng Supreme Court na si Associate Justice Ascuna, sa kung paano po niya i-interpret yung decision ng Korte Suprema and kung ano mga possible na magiging problema at kung ano man po ang sabi natin, meron bang nilabag ang Korte Suprema dito or nagmadali lang sila? Para hindi po tayo, we're not hitting, the bush na wala tayong alam sa mga nangyayari. Maigi na lang, maigi pa na makinig tayo sa sasabihin nito.
Is only exercising its power and duty to interpret the Constitution.
The Supreme Court is here only to interpret the Constitution. That's according to him. So, ibig sabihin nito, the Supreme Court duty, is to properly interpret what the Constitution says and not to amend to fit their decision. Ibig sabihin nito is the Supreme Court will only intervene. Intervene kung meron sa talagang klarong basehan, na ang impeachment case ni Sara Duterte ay isang matuturing na unconstitutional. Pero hindi po pwedeng kailangang baguhin kung ano man po ang impeachment rules and proceeding. The court, it's clear, okay? According to Associate Justice Ascuna, the Supreme Court is here only to interpret the Constitution. That means the court, okay, duty is to properly interpret, okay? Kung ano man po ang bigay sa kanilang kaso or sabihin nating dapat na desisyonan, ang duty po nila ay clear to interpret the Constitution. Okay?
That is the basic framework of our democracy. But however, the citizens have every right to criticize the decision of the Supreme Court, especially when it can still be changed.
The citizen can criticize their decision. The citizen can criticize the Supreme Court decision, while the fact is, okay, there are a lot of prominent individuals, content creator, or maybe a critic, okay, of the Dutertes na alam mo sila pa yung mga obstructionist pa ang may maganang magkaso dahil tinutulig sa daw di umano nila, okay, ang Korte Suprema. So, everyone are free, okay? Lahat po tayo, okay, ay may karapatang pumuna. Kasi ang ang citizen, okay, the citizen of the Republic, siya ang mas may kapangyarihan. Siguro malinaw po 'yon. So, yung mga nagkaso dun sa mga prominenteng individual like I think Richard Haydarian, okay, and some Makabayan Bloc na kongresista, okay, I think one of Serdanya, I don't know his name, Serdanya ng Akbayan, okay, kinasuhan ng mga obstructionists. Di ba? Kapal ng mukha.
We should voice out any perceived errors on the part of the Supreme Court. Is not perfect, and if the decision can still be changed, it is our duty to point out.
The court is not perfect. Kino-quote lang natin dito si si Ascuna, yung sinasabi niya, okay? The court The court is not perfect. Okay? Ano tong pinagsasabi ni Marcubeta? Na kapag unanimous, okay? Kapag unanimous ang decision ng Korte Suprema, malabo, okay? Na i-overturn ang kanilang nakaraang decision. Well, there's a lot of cases, okay, na sinite ni Senator Hontiveros na may mga kaso na unanimous din ang decision na in-overturn ng Korte Suprema. So, saan humuhugot ng kakupalan tong si Marcubeta nang sinabi na no. Okay? Once na ang korte ay nagdesisyon and unanimous, ibig sabihin karamihan po sa kanila, okay, ay nag-agree sa desisyon na yon, malabo nang i-overturn ang desisyon. That is why there is a motion for reconsideration just to clarify every detail of the case. Kasi I'm sure may mga na-overlook ang Korte Suprema dito. And I think mababanggit to ni Associate Justice Ascuna kasi I heard na may mga kinote sila dun sa kanilang decision na coming from ABS-CBN and harap-harapang dininay ng ABS-CBN yung mga sinabi nila based dun sa link, okay? Based dun sa link na inattach dun sa decision ng Korte Suprema. Na I think this is regarding hindi raw parang hindi pinag-usapan sa plenaryo Something like that. And I don't know why they are quoting ABS-CBN while the court have the copy, yung log. Okay, yung log record ng camera. Bakit hindi sila magbase dun sa log record ng camera at nagbabase sila sa sinasabi ng iba? Like ABS-CBN. No, I'm not telling that ABS-CBN are, or I can say misinformation, because I'm sure these people, every time they have copies of the video ng camera when they have done those things. So paano mo sasabihin na mali? Okay? And please lang, napaka-obvious naman nun. May log ka na, ano mo na lang, this is the log, okay, this is the log, ito yung ebidensya, ito yung usapin, ano mo na lang, cross-examine ba tawag? I don't know the term. Pero ano mo na lang, i-validate mo na lang yung information na nakuha mo dun sa log ng camera. Di ba? Ay.
Whatever we perceive as errors on the part of the decision.
Okay. Now, do you believe there are infirmities in the decision of the Supreme Court? Did the Supreme Court overstep? And if it did, how? Be specific.
Yes, the Supreme Court does not have the power to write the rules that will govern impeachment. It can only...
The court have no power to write the rules to govern, okay, the impeachment. Ayun naman pala. Okay? Wala naman palang kapangyarihan ng Korte Suprema. Bakit gustong-gusto nilang patayin, okay, ang impeachment ni Sara sa korte? Pero ito lang din ang dito lang din ang obserbasyon ko sa pangyayaring yan. Okay? Kasi, kung talagang gustong patayin ng Korte Suprema ito sa ganito, they will issue a TRO. Sure. Okay? Pero that will give us a problem, a constitutional crisis, because bluntly, the Supreme Court is what? Intervening into the impeachment proceedings. That's why I remember, okay, during the Davide time, hindi sila nagbigay ng TRO parang clarification or something lang, okay, sa House. Then yung House na mismo ang gawa mo ng paraan para i-enact yung decision ng Korte Suprema, pero hindi nila inutusan. Nagbigay lang sila ng guide, pero hindi nila inutusan ang Kamara na gawin yung mga bagay na yun. Okay?
Interpret the provisions of the Constitution that are already specifying the rules. For instance,
it can only interpret. Malinaw po yan. And this is coming from a Duterte sympathizer, which is the guy, former Associate Justice Ascuna.
In the Francisco versus House of Representatives case, the Supreme Court interpreted the word initiate proceedings. And that's a provision of the Constitution. It did not introduce new and different rules to be followed by Congress. It merely interpreted the Constitution. In this present case, however, in my view, the Supreme Court went beyond mere interpretation.
The court went beyond interpretation, and that is clear. Kaya hindi po nila masisisi itong mga kababayan natin na mag-isip na may mamahikang nagaganap o may mahikang naganap, okay, sa desisyon ng Korte Suprema.
And proceeded to impose its own set of rules to be followed in impeachment proceedings by Congress, by the House. I believe that is beyond its powers.
I believe it's beyond its powers. Not according to me, that's according to Associate Justice Ascuna. And that, my friend, is again coming from a Duterte sympathizers.
Of interpretation.
Justice, can you be specific on what the Supreme Court has added or imposed based on the decision?
Yes, the 7-point regulation that has to be observed now by the House when it chooses the second mode of impeachment, that is by direct voting of 1/3. The decision of the Supreme Court requires the House in that case to follow a set of 7 rules, which includes notice and hearing and attaching the evidence and proof that each and every representative read the articles and also understood it, read the evidence and understood it. It's a comprehension test, which is an insult to the minds of the legislators actually.
It's an insult to the mind of the legislators. That's according to Associate Justice Ascuna. Kasi ganito nangyari. They have already a rules that they're following in the Senate when it comes to how to impeach, okay, a public official like, I can say, Sara Duterte or maybe President Marcos, or it was happened before during ERAP or Davide time or Corona time, okay? Na meron na silang panuntunan. May panuntunan na silang sinusunod ng madaming taon na. Then suddenly, okay, nung kay Sara nagkaroon ng mga bagong pangyayari. Pwede ba yun? No. According to Ascuna, the Supreme Court is there only to interpret, but they cannot intervene. They cannot tell to the House, okay, people, do this. This is what we want. Do this. Ito yung mga due process. Yon, tawag nila doon, due process daw. Okay? Ito yung mga due process na kailangan yung gawin. Okay? At siyempre kami ang Supreme Court, so maybe we are smarter than you people. Okay? Because we are here because we're smart. So that's not the deal, man. That's not the deal. Okay? The Supreme Court here is to interpret only. They cannot intervene. So whatever House rules na sinusunod nila when it comes to how to impeach a public official, it's according to what, okay, House representative, I can say, rules. Di ba?
That is presumed. You don't have to prove it that you understood the articles. Anyway, that's what the Supreme Court would require of our legislators in future impeachment cases. To my view, this is overstepping the bounds of the Constitution. Moreover, these so-called due process rules are not applicable at this stage.
It's not applicable on this stage. Again, okay? Impeachment ay technically nasa ano pa lang sila, sa stage pa lang ng batuhan ng dokumento. Okay? Like pinasa sa Senado, ibinalik sa pumunta sa Supreme Court. So wala pa siyang tinatawag nating proper hearing. Wala pang proper hearing. Okay, take note. Okay? Nahusgahan na. Nang hindi ng hindi ng Senado nahusgahan na ng Supreme Court. Okay? Nagkaroon ng na technical ba? Tinechnical nila daw, okay? Pero do you think the House Representative, they are so dumb and stupid, okay, to proceed to the 4th impeachment complaint, okay, na alam nila na meron tinatawag na 1-year ban rule ba yun? Okay? Isang beses lang na pwedeng mag-file or mag-proceed sa isang And take note, I don't know how the Supreme Court interpret yung tinatawag na initiate sa enacted ba? Enacted.
Of the proceedings, because this is initial only. It's not yet the trial, and therefore the House is not obliged to observe these rules.
Will, because I want to ask you, after the Supreme Court decision, will it be harder now to impeach impeachable officials?
Definitely, Karen, it will be harder because you have to prove not only those 1/3 who voted in favor of the complaint, but each and everyone, all 300 of them, must show that they understood the complaint, they understood the evidence. So it gives also a power on any single representative to sabotage the whole process by saying, I did not understand, I did not read, I could not see. So it is, to me, undoable requirement. It will make filing a complaint under the second mode of the Constitution practically impossible.
Now, that's a very good point that you just made there.
Impeaching official after that decision will definitely harder according to Associate Justice Ascuna. Siyempre, bakit mas magiging mahirap na mag-impeach, okay? At ano natin, accountable, okay? Ang mga opisyal natin sa gobyerno na nagnanakaw at umaabuso, okay, sa ating bansa. Hindi na natin sila basta-basta ma-impeach this time. Sa nangyaring ito sa Korte Suprema, okay, napakasimple lang yan, Brad. They're just gonna put a sham impeachment or, okay, kasi ganito yan, ganito nangyari kapag ang isang kongresista lang, ang nagsabing, hindi ko na naintindihan yan, hindi ko nabasa yan, wala akong alam dyan, pwedeng maging grounds yun para hindi i-push yung impeachment na yun. Not only that, kung merong kakampi na kongresista, yung opisyal na i-impeach, magpa-file lang yan ng walang kwentang impeachment. Gets? Walang kwentang impeachment, tapos sasabihin ng Korte Suprema, do you remember yung ponente ng ng Sara versus House of Representatives na ang unang impeachment complaint that will consider, i-archive mo man o hindi, that will consider na initiate na kasi in-archive mo na, di ba? So, ganun na lang po, wala na ma-impeach, tapos na. Okay? Ganun lang kasimple yun. Okay? Na kapag may ma-impeach na malaking nilalang, like presidente or si Sara or Chief Justice or Ombudsman. Okay? Hindi mo na sila ma-impeach. Tatawa, padre, nararamdaman ko may mga magpa-file ng pwede bang mag-file ka ng walang kakwenta-kwentang impeachment? Ako nang bahala, pre. Ako nang bahala. Mag-file ka lang. Tapos. Sasabi nila, remember the Sara versus House of Representatives? Gagawin na nilang basehan. Okay, ng lahat. Yang nangyari kay Sara Duterte.
Number two, and what about attaching the evidence? Shouldn't the presentation of the evidence and the defense being heard be in the impeachment court? Because that's when you convene as a court, right? The House impeaches, but they don't acquit or convict. They don't make a judgment about you. In effect, the House is just saying there's probable cause. Tama?
Yes, tama yan, Karen. The House should not be the one to try the case. That's the prerogative of the Senate.
It's the prerogative of the Senate. How are we going to hear the entire impeachment case or the entire impeachment complaint of the Senate if they already killed it? Okay? Paano pa natin mapapakinggan kung anong laman? Kung paano sagutin ni Sara Duterte yung mga akusasyon laban sa kanya kung pinatay na ng Senado? Sasabi naman nila, in-archive lang naman namin. No, you put it there to die. And you know. At kung sino man, yung 19 yun, naku Diyos ko, nagtiwalang tao sa inyo na ipagtatanggol nyo ang mga Pilipino. But no, you are there sa Senado, okay, para ipagtanggol si Sara Duterte. Hindi ito nanggaling sa akin, ha. Ito nanggaling isa sa mga aso nyo, like Robin Padilla. Ano sabi ni Robin Padilla? Sunugin nyo man ako. Mangangamoy Duterte ako. Mangangamoy Rodrigo Duterte ako. See? So these mother fathers, okay, na sinasabi nilang they are for the people, but they're not. This 19 senator na sabi na nating bumoto pabor para i-archive or para patayin ang impeachment ni Sara Duterte, these people are not for us. These senators are not for us. Mag-isip-isip naman kayo. Maawa naman kayo sa tao. Ang kakapal ng mukha nyo.
And the Senate is still to act in this case. It is still at the level of the House. The plenary is not required to hold the hearing, and it practically a trial, which the new regulations to be followed according to the Supreme Court decision requires the House plenary to practically hold the trial before sending the articles to the Senate.
So, malinaw pa sa sikat ng araw ang mga pangyayari, okay, na naganap sa Korte Suprema sa desisyong kanilang nilabas na unconstitutional ang impeachment ni Sara Duterte, na kailangan na nating bumalik sa International Criminal Court, because that is the only court we can say na may laban tayo. International Criminal Court is the only court para sa mga inaaping Pilipino. Wala nating asahan. Sorry, pero alam mo dati, I'm against joining International Criminal Court again. Kasi inisip ko, may justice system naman tayo. We have a working justice system. But what happened to Sara impeachment, asan ang hustisya? Di ba? Kawawang Pilipino. Kawawang Juan de la Cruz. Walang nagmamahal kay Juan de la Cruz. Yung mga opisyal na naaasahan mong magtatanggol sa'yo, no, they don't care. This mother, father, they don't care. Because they only serve one master, which is the Dutertes. And why you, as Filipino, nagpapabudol pa tayo sa mga ganitong usapin? And again, okay, before I end this reaction video, nananawagan ako sa ating mga kababayan. Please, okay? Mag-people initiative na tayo. This is the only way. Sa nakikita ko, this is the only way. Okay? para mapasa atin muli. Okay? Ang dapat na para sa atin at mapasa atin muli, okay, ang hustisya na kailangan natin. Because until we are still in this same shit system that we're experiencing right now, we're not gonna move on. All the effort of Marcos ay mawawala. Trust me. Yung mga ginagawa ni Marcos ngayon, do you think if Sara Duterte, okay, maging presidente sa 2028, do you think itutuloy niya lahat? Papatay niya lahat ng programang yan. Wala siyang ititira. Okay? And not only that, hahantingin niya ang lahat ng kumalaban sa kanya. Nanggaling mismo yan. Alam mo kanino? Kay Max Alvarado. Kay Baste. Sinabi ni Baste yan, they will purge the North pag nakabalik sila sa pwesto. Di ba? They're not for the Philippines. They are for themselves. Okay? Whew! Napakainit na usapin. Anyways, maraming salamat po sa inyong panunood at pagsuporta dito sa Conservative PH Vibes at sa lahat ng aking mga bagong subscriber. Thank you very much. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell para ma-notify kayo pag may mga bago tayong videong tulad nito. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga subscribers at sa mga haters natin yan sa comment section. Keep commenting. We need that. If you really want if you really want sabi nating makabulo ang diskusyon, huwag na kayo mag-add home. Madaldal ka, aso ka ni Bangag, no? Maglatag kayo ng sasabihin nating pwede nating pag-usapan. Kasi kung sasabihin niyo naman na aso ako ni Bangag, na sinasabi yung Bangag na hindi rin napatunayan na Bangag, what's the point of engaging in that conversation? Di ba? Okay? Babush!